Alright, Sistas fans, I'm so glad I waited. I actually had about 5 videos on a list to do, but I'm like, you know what? Some of these videos, I don't think they will have the same amount of oomph until I wait after the most recent episode to, really give me some more content to talk about here. And the video I was going to do was like, man, I think Fatima is better off about the girls. She just doesn't know it yet. But then I'm looking at this more recent episode and I'm like, yeah, it's definitely the case. So before moving forward, make sure you take a moment to hit like and subscribe, because the more likes the videos get, the more YouTube shows, oh, wow, these people like the video. We need to push it and promote it more so people see it. And hit subscribe to help me reach 200,000 subscribers. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And hit that bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. So in this particular video, like I stated before, I just wanted to make the case that, you know what, whether or not she knows it or not, which clearly she doesn't at this point, Fatima is a lot better off not being in this fractured group of friends. I've been saying it since like the first 3 episodes of the show. It doesn't really feel like these 4 women are all friends. I mean, sure, if you watch Girlfriends, Tony and damn, what was her name? Okay, it was Persia played, okay, it was Joan, it was Tony, it was I know there's somebody in the comments like, Jeremy, this is sad. I know William, it was Tony, it was Joan. I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. I didn't think I'd make a Girlfriends analogy and then mess up the name so bad of the character. There we go. Okay. It was Joan, Maya, Lynn, and Tony. So Maya and Tony never really got along that well. It's just the fact that Joan and Tony were, I believe, college friends, if not friends since they were kids. And Maya and Joan knew each other at an older age, and now they work together too. So I feel like, yeah, they were kind of like, not all friends, whereas some of these friends were just friends with connections. If I'm not mistaken, Maya was the last one to join the group, while the other 3 knew each other from school and whatnot. But either way, with Sisters, but at the end of the day, it felt like at the core, the girlfriends were all a group. Obviously there was some dynamic stronger between 2 characters, but at the same time they all felt like a group of friends who would be there for each other if the time called for it. Sisters, on the other hand, there were moments in season 1 where when the girls got together, you could tell they would have each other's back, but overall there just seemed to be a lot of backstabbing, betrayal, and friendships within the group that were stronger than the group itself. So when it comes to this situation, Fatima being a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man unless she just wants to hook up with somebody, it feels like some people have, and I'm not trying to criticize the character based off only a couple episodes, but it seems like with Fatima becoming more and more acclimated into the Sisters group, she's kind of losing that flair that made her stand out when she was kind of a solo character outside of the group. I feel like that's the best way to explain it. And I mean, I felt bad for her because, when Andy came into her office to unfortunately cancel their lunch plans because she had to meet with the girls, and it's like, it's not that you're not one of the girls, it's just that you're still kind of new and this is an important meeting, that kind of thing. And you could tell on Fatima's face where it's like, I understand, but she's visually sad. I felt bad. I really did, because it's pretty much that equivalent of, you're in school and then your friend says, oh, we can hang out, but then, hey, I have other plans, and unfortunately there were other friends that you're not really part of this clique just yet. I'm sorry. So yeah, I did feel bad for her, but again, she just doesn't know how better off she is about the girls. And I'm glad she's in the opening credits. And I don't want to like cause infighting in the group or anything like that, because I know some of these people watch the videos, but Fatima was the breakout star in season 2. Her and Zach together, don't get me wrong, her and Zach together, but it's crazy how a reoccurring secondary or B or C tier character in season 1 just shot through the ranks and became the star in season 2. Because when you look at the 4 main women in their storylines, it's gotten repetitive and stale. Yet the unlikely pairing of Fatima and Zach, I mean, if these 2 met, when she hit him on his bicycle in her car. And look at him now. It's almost as if, you're looking at the Jackson 5, obviously, where it was the Jackson 4. I forgot what their original name was before Michael joined. And then this little toddler joins the group and he just steals the show. It's like you got the 4 older brothers who are like, yeah, we got this. Jermaine thought he was the shit. And then his little brother comes up and is like, wait, what the hell? It's kind of like that. It's like the one nobody expected ended up just skyrocketing past them all. So I'll make another analogy because I'm a nerd. You think about the Power Rangers. If you watch any season of Power Rangers as a kid, not just Mighty Morphin with the Green Ranger, but anytime there was like an extra ranger, like a 6th ranger or 5th ranger, basically that one standout ranger who had like a different outfit, he had a cooler set of weapons and a sword, he would be badass, he could take out monsters by himself, he was super fast, whatever. The White Ranger from Dino Thunder, the Samurai Ranger from Power Rangers Samurai, the Titanium Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue, just any 6 or extra ranger, badass, strongest ranger of the team. But as soon as he joins the team, he gets nerfed. He's like, all of a sudden, he doesn't have that same level of badassery he had when he was a solo act. And then, he's just one of the group. It's almost as if the thing that made him special no longer applies because he's just another face in the crowd. I feel like Fatima may suffer from this because, the first time they all hung out to celebrate Andy getting her job back and everything like that, her and Dan, she clicked with everybody pretty well. Her and Karen complimented each other's fashion sense. Her and Danny just had a knack for being, ratchet ghetto, but at the same time real. And Sabrina's just friendly, and her and Fatima hit it off well. And at this point, her and Andy were really clicking more. So she fit like a glove, but this quote unquote awkwardness of seeing Zach, even though she honestly didn't know that, him and Karen were exes. I feel to me that was a telling sign. The fact that it's always going to be thrown in her face, even after she's sincerely apologized and clarified that I didn't know that you and Zach were a thing. Would you really want to be part of a group of friends or a group of people who question your integrity? I feel like if it was the Fatima that we've been seeing up until this point, she wouldn't care what these women think because she knows what's true. Even Andy questioned her a couple times because my best friend is mad at me. Are you sure you didn't know? I would be pissed off. After all the times, Fatima's laid down on a grenade to save Andy's ass, she has the nerve to question her. I get it. It's like best friend over coworker, but at the same time, it's like, when have I made you question my honesty, Andy? So I'd feel some kind of way about that. And from all the fractured relationships within the friend group, Fatima being added to the mix really wouldn't fix things. And it's just crazy to me because I made the comparison, I think a week or so ago, about New Edition, how, Bobby got voted out of the group, kind of like how Karen's really kind of, not really want to be in the group right now due to the whole Zach situation. And then the fact that the girls mention how great Fatima is, and on top of that, the whole Andy and Gary thing. So it's almost as if Karen is just, stepping away, and then Fatima's pulling a Johnny Gill and being brought into the group. So it's like the dynamic is, not the best foundation for Fatima to come in on. And to be honest, I think something that some fans actually talked to me about is like, Jeremy, I listened to your review and I agree. I don't understand where Fatima's attitude came from. I think Zach even said, what happened to you while you were sleeping? Who's this woman I'm standing with right now compared to last night? Because it seems as if, these women could actually fracture her potential relationship with Zach, because it's almost as if their negative influence is seeping in. I honestly will never get over the season 2 finale where she's being all sincere and apologetic. And the fact that it's almost as if she's willing to let what these women think of her override this budding relationship she has with Zach. It's like these women who you barely know, you're letting their opinions dictate how you treat and think about Zach. And I think that's pretty messed up. And even though Fatima and Zach are a good fit once they allow their outside influences to not influence their decision making, I would, kind of like what I just said about Fatima not really wanting to be in a group of people who question her integrity, I'd feel the same way about Zach. It's like, if you're going to let these women influence how you interact and what you think of me, then it's truly not even a different situation than Karen because she would always tell the girls what was going on between us. So I need to step back and just, you know, work on myself and potentially find somebody else. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Fatima is better off without the girls, or do you think, do you agree with everything I just said? I feel like I pretty much laid out the fact that Fatima is better off without the sisters. It's like, you know, they need her more than she needs them. I feel like that's the best way to put it. So I just feel like, especially the way Sabrina just kind of just shut Andy down when she tried to invite Fatima. I was like, damn, Sabrina, you know what? I hope you get charged with sexual harassment things. That was just messed up. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's really all I got to say about this particular video. Damn it. You know what? I forgot to mention this. Going back to, you know, Fatima feeling sad about not being invited to the lunch and whatnot, because she didn't really know the situation in regards to, yeah, we need to talk about Karen and how she acted last night, or then the fact Andy's doing the whole Gary thing, and yeah, you know, Fatima can't really come because it'll be super awkward. Let's calm down one fire at a time. And it's interesting because, you know, I feel like Fatima was more so sad about Andy canceling the lunch and the fact that, oh, I'm going to hang out with my other friends, you can't come. Because think about it this way, when the girls pulled Andy away from the altar to talk in regards to getting married, Fatima didn't show up. She went outside to, you know, get a smoke because she knew this was a sensitive topic and she wasn't really in the group long enough to really have a say so. So I feel like in this situation, you know, I feel like I can see why Fatima's sad, because plans were made and she was kind of butted out, as opposed to, okay, I'm going to go with Andy to this photo shoot because I don't trust Gary. And he even said, come if you can, because Gary knew that Fatima and Andy were kind of like friends. So at the end of the day, you know, let me know your thoughts. I think Fatima's better off with the group. I get it for promotional reasons and whatnot. Yeah, she's going to be in the promo. She's going to be with the girls, but I don't think, I honestly don't think it's a good fit. All right, guys, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll talk to you in the next video.